real quick, right? So LeVar, we're gonna get to you because I know you want to talk, but my guy, NS Worms or Wormes, NSW Hermes. What's your name,
Hermes.
bro?
Hermes.
Hermes. Yeah. All right. So he asked me a question. He said, Stacks, how did you start? How did you get started on YouTube? I want to get into it, but I only got a phone and an Xbox. So all right, look, I'm gonna put you on game, right? You feel me? This is like you gonna love this. So you can record clips on Xbox. You already know that.
Yeah.
Every time you step on the court, I don't even care if it's 720p. I don't know. You got the next gen Xbox? What you got?
Yeah. Next gen. Next gen. Next
Okay,
gen.
even all right, even better. Cool. So this is what I did, right? Now I had a laptop, but you can still do this on the phone. You can still do this. So what you're gonna do is you take all your clips. You know what I mean? If you like to do full gameplays, look, before the game start up, you gotta always have that clip fired up, already recording. But if you do clips, do your clips. Upload all your clips. Xbox Live. Go in the
But
Xbox app, download all them clips. You get you a little editing app on your phone. I don't know how to edit on phone, but I know they got a whole bunch of apps. Maybe somebody in the space could put you on, but
CapCut.
there's CapCut,
right.
CapCut.
Everybody saying CapCut. Yeah,
CapCut will
I
probably
used to
get you
edit on
right.
CapCut.
Yeah, so you get them clips, you get and you do what you can. You don't gotta be out here trying to be the best content creator. You do what you can. You know what I mean? You get your loot up, invest I would say a laptop. You know what I mean? To start off
I
something.
disagree,
Yeah,
Stack. I ain't
that's
gonna
what
Well,
I'm
all
saving
right,
up for
well,
now.
talk to me then.
look.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Just coming from a long term standpoint, right? Yeah, you want to invest in yourself for sure. What you want, work with what you got as long as you can. However, I would not go to a laptop. I would always start with a PC. You can get a good budget PC for like
600.
even less than that, $400, $500. You just because the reason why I say with a PC, laptops you cannot upgrade over time. Once you get a laptop, you're kind of stuck with that, and they usually
Yeah.
really become obsolete within 3 years. I
Only
would
reason I
suggest
say only reason I say laptop though is because it's just under the assumption that he doesn't have any sort of like desk or like setup, office setup, shit like that. So I was
you
just
better
assuming it's kind of on the fly. So
ghetto set it up and put it on a little what's it
like
called? Them little tray
whatever you
tables and
got,
stuff.
whatever
Like,
you
look,
Oh
got.
no, I got a desk setup now, but I don't got no PC or nothing. I got an Xbox and a monitor and the phone. I'm rocking
Okay.
with right now.
So you already
yeah,
got a
that's
monitor. So yeah. So that's half the
work
battle
with what you
for real.
got. But I just say always start with a PC because if you're looking to do this long term, any content creator will tell you you're going to need a PC.
Yeah.
Most content
Yeah,
creators
I'm
Right.
saving
support
up right now.
PCs.
I would
So
say
like just save up the laptop portion of it. Just in the long term, you're gonna end up spending more money for the laptop as opposed to just getting the PC off rip and upgrading it over time. It's
And
much cheaper.
I'm gonna say both of y'all right because I started
Yeah.
off. I went console, laptop, desktop. Well,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
PC.
I was about to say.
So
Yeah.
If you
That's
go
yeah,
how I
so
laptop,
did it.
so
if you go
me
laptop,
me
don't go
Lee
with
Stat. Yeah, we all went old school, but Hoodie is right.
I was
If
in
you
a
could skip
no,
the
no,
I
last,
was recording on the back of a truck though. I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot
yeah,
of
but if
shit
we could
before that
skip the
laptop.
laptop, go straight PC. Because I ain't gonna lie, I would have skipped laptop and went PC
It's
too.
just because
You know what I'm saying?
it's really because, like I said, you can't once you have that laptop. For the most part, most laptops are not upgradable, right? And
Yeah,
you're going to, as a content creator, you're going to need a PC. It's not negotiable. So for me, because I understand how parts and everything work, you can get a really good budget PC that may not be a gaming PC for like 300, $400 that will run your stream just as well. The only difference is now you have the ability, instead of having to buy something new, you can upgrade what you have. So like for me, when I started, and again, I'm nowhere where I want to be, right? But I started with a small $300 PC that was for whatever. It had like 8 gigs of RAM, just very basic. Like a i5, real slow, right? I was able to upgrade that further past to now a crazy powerful I 13900K, like really just powerful PC. But that's over a year and some change. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
For me, I'm the type of like, you prepare for what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know you can make your decision. It's just you're gonna whatever you pay for that laptop, you could have used that to buy a PC and put a little for just like a couple more months of grinding. So you can skip that step for me personally.
Yeah, and then before Lee go, cause we're gonna let Lee go. He got his hand up. Get on YouTube, man. Learn how
That's
PCs
what
work.
he talking about.
Oh
No,
yeah.
but hold
Oh,
on,
I know how
cause
PCs work.
Yeah,
because
Yeah, I know how
yeah,
yeah,
PCs work.
he talking about how to
yeah,
create content though. He
yeah.
not talking
Cause
about
he gonna learn.
streaming. He
Yeah, he
talking
gonna.
about like he just trying to get his stuff out. That's
Yeah.
why I
Oh,
Oh
say
I
yeah.
feel
like
Nah, I
you. Oh,
fuck with
I
that's
that
get
that's
part.
you.
that's
I
why I
get
You
say
get
yeah.
it
If
up
you
with a
trying to
console.
stream, yeah, if you trying to
What?
stream, then
I'm
yeah,
getting
PC
300,
every time.
700 views off console. Console don't.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna tell
console.
Yeah,
y'all
because
right now.
I
You
just
can
got
eat
to
on the
affiliate. Yeah,
console.
I just got affiliated like the last week, and I've just been grinding ever since.
Yeah, bro, you
Yeah,
get
all
it's.
right. Let's
I
go,
mean,
Lee. What Lee
truthfully,
talking about?
bro, if you a content creator or a streamer and you have a console, like, bro, streaming on console is so accessible. Like, you can still do it. A lot of people do it. I'm pretty sure Speed was doing it as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro, we
Like,
all started console.
yeah, you just gotta. And the thing is, I think
That's good to know.
people people hit you with the like, like upgrade. You really don't gotta upgrade nothing for real. If you
I
can
You
started
make it,
get
mine. I
if you
started
can
you
make
mine
it work.
from.
you
I
get your
started streaming on a
LG
PS4.
OLED TV. That
On
motherfucker
me,
work.
I didn't
Me
have a
too.
computer. I didn't get a PC till I was at like 20 something K. Like I didn't get a PC till I was like, you know what? I think it's PC
And
time.
don't not
And then
do
I
what we
got one.
did.
And then
Stat,
I
we
got one,
lost
and
on
it didn't change nothing. It didn't really change
but
nothing.
we lost on money though. Like I ain't gonna lie. The amount of money I could have made if I would have goddamn started streaming on other platforms with a PC too, like doing so many different things with a PC and just streaming on console, the money is different. Like the money, but in
Everybody's journey is gonna be different.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the best
because
thing you can
I
Yeah,
say.
lost out on a
Because
lot of
like
bread.
again, you don't want to upgrade too fast. Stay within your budget. Stay within
Yep.
what's available to you. But again, everybody's gonna be different. Everybody's wants and how they want their presentation on their content is gonna be different. So whatever's best for you, do that. Just create content. That's the thing. Is to continue to be consistent. Put your all into it because like I said, I started streaming in 2K22. I wasn't really taking it serious. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. And even then, 2K23, I decided I was going to take it serious halfway through. And 1 year went crazy. And I'm not even where I again want to go. I'm not even nowhere near in terms of the numbers where I want to be. So do keep going, keep creating content, putting things out. I guarantee you, the more you get into the algorithm, the more you'll start seeing it grow. And just do it for the love of the content, not just to see numbers. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Facts. Lee hand about to fall off.
yeah. Levar, and Lee going at it.
Yeah,
That's all I
Levar,
needed to know. Thank
Levar,
y'all,
go
bro.
ahead, man.
Hey, I just want to speak about the equipment, discussion. Like, if y'all don't have certain stuff, you feel like you can't afford certain stuff for streaming or even making videos. Trust and believe there's always gonna be a loophole somewhere. Just go to YouTube, look up how can I do this without this. Trust me, when I was in that stage, I used that method all the time. If I don't
All
know how
the
to do
time.
something, if I don't know how to work around something that I don't have or I can't afford, I always looked it up on YouTube, and there's always a way because people understand that not everybody can afford certain equipment you need, whether it's for making videos or streaming. Like at one point, I was using a browser on my old phone, like an old iPhone that I don't even use no more, to use as my camera. So I was using like a phone as a camera for my streams. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm using like a Logitech because you know what I'm saying. I just saved up some money and stuff. Um, don't ever think you can't make a quality stream, even if you just got an Xbox and the 2K. If that's all you got, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you could save up, get an Xbox camera, something you plug into the Xbox, you can get a little camera on it. It looks decent to people. Most people, they'll watch you even if you just got your face cam on your stream or on your video and you got a good talking voice. If you talk good, you
Me.
talk loud, you talk clear, they gonna rock with you. Just
Yeah,
you
too,
gotta know
real
what you're
quick.
doing and stuff like that.
I just want to throw that out there too before Lee goes. There's also like a lot of different grants and like things that people or from different companies and things like that that are solely based on the purpose of helping small streamers. There's a lot more out there than people realize that you can apply for that'll give you that'll help assist in getting equipment. And it's not you have to be a well established streamer. So I
Yeah.
or like just keep that in mind that there's things out there for you if you really go looking for them and apply yourself.
And like when it comes to people finding your content, hey, don't even one thing I'm gonna tell you, do not compare yourself to nobody else because everybody content gonna be having that unique difference. They gonna have something different about them that made them stand out and get more
Hmm.
viewers, even though it might seem like, oh, you could probably do this too, but nah, because how you gonna stand out and be different and make people want to watch you more than the next person? Like I tried a lot of stuff. You might gotta try a lot of different stuff, try a lot of different ideas while you streaming live or while you trying to make a video for 2K. Somebody out there gonna find what you doing and they gonna like that. Like, for example, I started making videos for the first time, 2K23. Never made videos before. Try to do something different. I figured, there's not that much center center YouTubers, big man YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, putting out content, tips and tricks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I've resorted to doing that. Built up about 4,000 in a year. Something slight, you know what I'm saying? But that's something good for me. It's good growth for me. It made me stood out, stand out to people, you know what I'm saying? More people who figured that they could come to my stuff because they got benefits to it. Not only is it unique, but they got benefits to them. Most people, when they looking for a YouTuber, they want somebody that's going to benefit them, whether it's their skills while playing 2K or whether it's whatever they try and do with content creating. You feel what I'm saying?
All right. I just wanted to. Can y'all hear me? By the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just wanted to speak on a little bit about the equipment and everything. I feel like when you're starting streaming, and this is something that I kind of experienced too, it can be intimidating seeing like the streamers that you watch or the content creators that you watch. People post their setups, things like that. You see that, and you're like, I need that. But we didn't all start there. Like me personally, I started streaming on my PS4 with the PlayStation camera, and y'all know them party tablecloths, them dollar party tablecloths from Walmart. I had one of them blue ones pinned up with the with a thumb whatever the y'all know what I'm talking about, the little pins on my wall, and that was
Mhm.
my green screen. It was $1. That's what I started on a big TV, no monitor, no small TV, a big TV with the worst latency ever trying to play 2K. That's what I started with. And every upgrade I ever had to my setup, I got from the money that I earned from my grind. So it was like a perfect pace for me to upgrade everything and to not like it, for people who don't have it like that financially, to not feel like you're taken away from anything else. If you're using the money that you're earning from this, you can kind of upgrade as you progress, and as you grow as a content creator or a streamer. It's like my first upgrade was a laptop and an Elgato, and I do agree with Boom. If you can get a PC off rip, or if you can wait a little longer to make that upgrade, it's definitely the smarter way to go. But for me, I did not want to wait. I got a laptop. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop so I could stream pretty smooth. That's what I got first with the first money that I saved up from streaming. Then after that, I upgraded to PC and all these monitors and everything. Like I earned all that. So don't be intimidated. You could start from the bottom. It'll make you appreciate it way more when you earn everything as you go. That's just my advice to y'all.
It's just start. That's really what it is.
Yeah, I
Start.
think the build up is like, and I see you keep it real, keep it really real. I like your name, bro. I just want to kind of put a end on this little topic right here, but is when it comes to upgrading your setup, you really it's not necessarily like how much you spend or any of that, because first off it's all a learning process, and you can't skip that. You just can't skip the learning part. So anybody in this space can sit here and tell you, including myself, can sit here and tell you like what they did or what was the best thing for them. But sometimes you gotta learn. Sometimes you gotta spend that extra money to know, okay, well, this is what happens if I overspend. Because a lot of people don't know. You don't know. Like in upgrading beyond your capabilities at the given time is a real thing. Like one of my most recent upgrades, I got like an insanely crazy PC that I do not need. And I still have yet to this day figured out a way to maximize its capabilities. And that's a real thing. And that is a part of the learning process because, yeah, sometimes you're gonna overspend. You could try your hardest to sit there and be like, no, I'm gonna stay within my budget. I don't need this. I don't need that. You're never gonna know. You gotta really figure it out. And I guess just my best piece of advice is just upgrade as you go. Just small upgrades. Don't get a whole of things at once because now you got to learn how to use all the equipment. I got homies that they wanted new mics. They wanted to switch from USB to XLR because a streamer that they watch did, and now they have to actually buy more equipment, and then they have to learn how to use the XLR, and they have to learn how to balance audio, and then it's like, whoa, I wasn't even trying to do all that. I'm just trying to get a couple extra videos out. You feel me? And that's why I just say, do what you can, because being familiar, like being comfortable and familiar with things is the number one goal. So if you came from a phone, maybe upgrading from a phone to, a tablet may be best for you. If we're talking about editing, a lot of people, they just work with what they're comfortable with. There's people who have, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and they use the same editing software that they started with, knowing there's a better one out there, but you use what what you can get your videos out with. And yeah, it's just about that journey though. But we gonna Rel, talk to me, man. What's up?
Yeah, man. Good morning to all y'all. How y'all doing?
Good morning, man. Good
I've
morning.
been rocking with everything y'all know. I just wanted to say like a little tip to the new streamers, bro. Like especially if you just got your console and you on if you got your PS5 or your Xbox, like y'all was saying, you got your camera, bro. Like it's so many tips like that these consoles got for these guys, bro. Like shit, you can get your overlays and everything without having to have a PC or a laptop, bro. Like y'all really could have your setup looking right, Like so, even for like the content creators, bro. Like, oh, you think you want to get all this software and stuff, like even on the PS5, what you might not think that the little Chef Factory thing might not be enough, but hey, that's somewhere to start. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Y'all ever seen a Soul Illuminati video, man?
Like, bro,
He don't use nothing special.
Yeah, the tools
He
is
never
there, bro.
did.
Like you just got to put in the grind and the work. You feel me? Like shit. Y'all got to just lock in, put in the work. Shit.
Even now, I don't know if y'all still watching, but even now, he's still not doing too much in his videos. You know what I'm saying? It's really like he really emphasized your character really matters a ton. You feel me? Whether you streaming or making videos, you really gotta emphasize your character and make sure you live and breathe it and show everybody you're not afraid to be you. Cause they gonna rock with you. People gonna rock with you no matter what. There's always that one little community of people that's gonna find you and they're gonna think you cool. Not everybody gonna think you cool to them, but you might seem cool to most other people.
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. It's not really a secret, but I think it's just free game. When it comes to quality, a lot of people don't know what good quality is because they don't have the tools. So how would you really know? It's almost like if you've never touched a camera before, how could you tell the difference between camera A and camera B? If you've never edited a video before, how could you know if somebody is editing on this program or this point? Like quality can be achieved through pretty much any means. You work with what you have and you do the best of what you have. I think a prime example would be for me, because I can only speak for myself. When I was on my laptop editing, the clips that I would have to like record on Xbox, for me, if I wanted a full gameplay, it had to be 720p, 30 frames per second. I think the first like 80 something videos on my channel, almost actually the entirety of all my 2K20 content is in 720p because I just couldn't do 1080 60 on the laptop that I had just yet. Even though that was the standard at the time, it's just I couldn't do it, and nobody cared. It never mattered. It never hindered any sort of anything because people don't really look for that type of stuff. When people click on a video, a lot of the times, They're not even in full screen. So it never mattered to begin with. People watch videos to be entertained. They're not looking for the highest quality video. As long as you make sure the stuff that you put out is watchable and digestible to a general audience, bro, you're fine. You don't need the craziest edits of all time. You don't even need to clean it. That's the funny part. Thumbnails, people put way too much stress on thumbnails. If your thumbnail is readable and it gets the point across and it complements the title of the video pretty well, it's fine. You don't have to make an art project for your thumbnails. You make what you can make. You get it done when you can get it done, because just to loop it all back into when we were previously talking about consistency, that is how you actually become consistent. Consistency is not quantity. It's not how many videos can I put out in X amount of time. It's just you being realistic. You sitting with yourself and understand, okay, I have so-and-so amount of time throughout the week. How much time can I dedicate to making videos? If it's like 1 to 2 videos a week, well then yeah, you need to be able to put out 1 to 2 videos a week pretty much forever until things need to, change and be moved around. You don't have to post 4 to 5 videos every week to compete with the people at up top. That's not a thing. That's not how it works. As long as you deliver your product at the quality that was promised, the people that were satisfied not only will come back, but you'll bring in some new customers, some new viewers, and they'll come rock with you. They'll turn notice on. So now when you start up a stream, they get notified. The reality is on YouTube, most of the people who watch you, I don't know the metrics for Twitch, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar. Most of the people who watch you, they're not subscribed to you, and they probably never will. But they'll keep watching you though. Like a lot of people don't really subscribe until the second or third video. So how do you get them to that second or third video? How do you get them to keep coming back? You do what you can with what you have. Don't force the quality. If you can't do it on your phone or your laptop or your computer, and you can't do it. So you need to do the best within the confines of what you got. And like somebody said, there's plenty of ways to cheat that. There's plenty of workarounds. There's plenty of ways to cheat quality. All people want to see is effort. Quality and effort are not synonymous whatsoever. There's plenty of people on this platform that have all the tools and all the setup and they have all the whatever, and their videos aren't necessarily good. They may look good, but is the content good? Is the content where it's at? People look for effort, and viewers can see that. For streamers and content creators, your viewers will be able to see effort. They know when you took that little extra day to edit. They know. They can see it. They can feel it. They may not know how you did it. They may not know what was really going on the timeline when on your editing software, but they know like, hey, he never did this in a video before. This was kind of dope. And you build them up and you build your audience up. You create your revenue stream, and now you invest it all back into your content. So when you get them upgrades, people are way more appreciative. They're like, oh yeah, I can tell he got a new mic. I like this. Oh, I can tell he got a new computer because now the quality's up there. And then that's going to give them even more reason to support. Once people know like where their money's going, like for my streamers, for example, like people will donate, people will sub up. Like they know where the money's going. It's going to go right back into the stream. And it's going to go right back into the content. So yeah, they'll donate. They'll give what they can. And you know what I mean? You do your job as a content creator. You say thank you. You upgrade. You move on. Rinse and repeat step 2 and 3. Simple as that. Let's move on to my dog. Man, I don't know how to say your name, but you got your hand raised, man. So let's get it.
Yeah, Justin.
Yo, what's good, bro? I was just gonna try to get a little bit more details about. I was kind of asking basically what you mean by thumbnails, bro. Like, do the thumbnail need to be simple, or like, is the thumbnail like an added commodity that you need, or like, does it help the video?
Okay. So, all right, I'll put it like this, right? Just to make it very simple.
Oh yeah, and it's
Yeah.
Creative Justin, bro. That's how you say my name, Creative Justin.
Creative Justin. All right, can I just call you Justin? You cool with that?
Yeah, word.
All right, cool. All right. So I'll put it like this. I'm not a YouTube guru. I'm not a YouTube nerd. I just make content on there. So I don't know the complete 100% ins and outs. So take anything I'm saying for a grain of thought. Just, add it to your little thought process. So when it comes to thumbnails, right? You're delivering information. So you kind of got to just think what a picture is, what a graphic is. It just in itself. What does a picture do? A picture is a visual representation of something. You don't have to read. It's not like if I got a book in front of me and there's no pictures on the book. Well, I have to read what's on the book and visualize the picture in my head. But if I'm reading a book and it has pictures in it and it has words in it, we have two completely different mediums, and it's different. From a picture is completely different from a video. A video is completely different from text. Text is completely different from audio. So you think of a thumbnail as something that complements your video. The thumbnail, and content creators need to understand this. After you make a video, you can change your title as many times as you want. You can change your thumbnail as many times as you want. It's truthfully not the most important thing. The most important thing is the actual content that you're delivering. The use of the thumbnail is, how can I create something that will catch somebody's eye just long enough for them to maybe read the first couple words in my title? Or maybe they don't even have to get to the title. Maybe the thumbnail was just that good. And that's why I say you don't really have to stress it too much. You're just trying to create something that'll make somebody's eyes stop for a second. People's eyes move very quickly. So when you scroll through YouTube, kind of be aware, use your own self as an example. When you scroll through YouTube, do you recommend it? Observe how you do it, because you're just like millions of other people who use YouTube. We do it the exact same way. What made you want to click on the video that you clicked on at that moment in time? And you want to take that and apply that to your thumbnails. So even if you have a designer or you make your own thumbnails, apply that. Like, you know what? Maybe certain thumbnails that had this color text on it made me want to click on it. Or maybe, it was just the overall aesthetic of the thumbnail, just the color of it. It kind of popped out. That was cool. Or maybe, say for a 2K thumbnail, this dude was dunking on him and it kind of piqued my interest. The thumbnail is to get somebody to stop, just to stop and read for a second. That's all it's there for.
No stacks.
What's up?
Can
I
I
don't
say
know
something?
who said that. Is that Kirby? All right, what's up, man?
To touch bases on what you were saying in terms of the quality aspect, I can relate to that because like I just got a PC and a lot of people don't know, like every single YouTube video I've edited since I started content has been through my phone, because realistically my MacBook just can't handle me. It just can't handle me sitting there trying to run certain softwares. It just can't handle it. So you find
Right.
workarounds. If you really want it, you'll find a workaround.
No, that's facts. That's
But a
facts.
lot
There's
of
a
people
million
would
ways
never
to
know
do it.
that because you just like, if you watch one of my videos, like if you know, because like if you edit off software, you can tell the difference. But overall, like if you like you nine times out of 10, you won't know. You won't know. But
For those that don't know, DaVinci Resolve is probably the best free program out there for editing.
It is.
Nah, yeah, I
What
agree.
what is it
But it,
called
I mean,
again?
it depends.
What
It's
is it
so
called?
DaVinci Resolve. It is
You
the
gotta
best.
know what you're doing.
I was gonna say that one's, you can't go in like no experience and go in trying to use it. It's very complicated. That's why I say with people who don't have no experience editing or anything like that, CapCut is kind of your best bet because it's very simple. It's very user friendly. It has effects that are there for you, so you don't have to create them yourself.
You said CapCut?
CapCut, yeah, that's probably the best one. You can do it on your phone or on the computer or on a tablet. It's so accessible. Um, that's probably the best option. It has effects and stuff already there. A lot of people, you will tell once you start editing and seeing other people's videos, you seeing they using CapCut. So just use what's best for you. Make the quality that's best for you. The main thing is find your niche, be consistent, and look, a lot of that stuff will come to y'all.
Okay, I want to follow up on what Stacks was saying about trying to catch the viewer's attention. If you feel like you struggle in that area where it comes to, like, you gotta have a great thumbnail, your content is like, if you're trying to be entertaining, you feel like it's not really working too much, try to shift gears towards search-based content. So that's like how to do this, how to do that. But of course, it got to be original. You feel me? It got to be something that most people aren't dropping, search-based content on. Like, if you like, I don't know what your play style, but if you like a lockdown or something and you find out something that most people aren't really discussing, like how to do that, go ahead and drop a well detailed, well edited. It don't got to be too much going on. Of course, it got to be decent enough to where your viewer is liking your video to want to keep watching it, and he's also learning at the same time. Getting yourself out there with search-based content, you know what I'm saying, is another. I don't really hear people talking too much about that when they talk about starting out. A lot of people go to the usual, you know what I'm saying, like bills, jump shots, etc., etc. But there's a lot of other stuff you could be discussing that could grasp people's attention just from reading your title. Like, for example, I know the ins and outs of being the big man 2K, so I'm gonna drop endless tips and tricks, tutorials of little things that people aren't talking about when it comes to being the big man on 2K. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like I said, I mean, you have to find your niche for real, and then you have to do. So sometimes you have to do the videos you may not be that's not the most greatest just
For
to
sure.
start building your audience. I'm not a person that likes to do build videos. It's not my preferred niche. It's I honestly I hate them. If we're gonna be real, and animation videos because I when I went into this I wanted to be creative. So a lot of times if you look at my TikToks and things like that, you're going to see different type of content and it may not be for everybody, but sometimes you got to do some of the things that you may not want to do in order to do the things you want to. So you don't have to necessarily do it. You don't have to make build videos. You really just have to find your niche and build your audience from you, and they will follow you wherever you go. So if that means sometimes you got to do a jump shot video because you know this, then that you make that determination. But for me, it's all about doing your research, doing and like putting time into your quality. I take Tuesdays off from streaming just to ensure that I can upgrade the stream quality, that I can upgrade my content, that I put stuff out. Like that is how I do things, right? I research, I try to add new things to the stream, make it more interactive. So it's really up to the person what you want to do and what effort you want to put into it. But you know, as long as you're putting that effort and being consistent, a lot of the times you'll see that growth.
So I think about uh when it comes to just YouTube content, just a tad bit different. And I think maybe this is just the way I naturally matured as a creator, because I wasn't always like this, but there were little nuggets from when I first started to where I always had this thought, right? So for any of my creators who are looking to grow, or you're just trying to just start out, um, and we talk about the subject matter of your videos. I think within the last 5 years of the 2K community, we've had the tendency to split videos up in terms of what is we call creative or entertaining videos, and then uh, search results, just like search engine videos, things of that nature. When these things really should have never been separated to begin with. A video is a video, and I just think if you're a content creator, and let's just say, for example, right, um, so I had a dilemma where I wanted to make a jump shot video, but similar to what Boom said, I hate making jump shot videos. I despise it. I struggle to find a way to talk about an animation for a anything longer than like 3 minutes, so it kind of defeats the whole purpose of a video. So I kind of had a thought, and not everybody has to do this, but I think just if you're a content creator, kind of pick your own brain about it. How can you make a build video, animation video, just whatever type of video, right, into the best build video possible, the best jump shot video
Facts.
possible? And when you think about that, if you go far enough, you really understand that these videos are all really the same in a good way. Like, they're not really different. There is no difference between, somebody wanting to be creative and, they do something a little wacky, and a build video. And we've stigmatized that sort of content in the community, and it's kind of stilted the growth of it, because we just look at it a different way. Like, there was a certain point in time in the community where you can make a jump shot video, and it would do amazing. That was kind of just like the bread and butter for most content creators. Then we ran it into the ground, and then we kind of shunned upon it. and a lot of people don't really do it as much. But generally, some of the biggest content creators we ever had in this community created these videos. They did it as well. We are no different, like at all. You know, everybody knows Duke Dennis. Everybody knows Duke Dennis made a ton of jump shot videos, a ton, like an insane amount. Anybody that knows Agent has done the same. Anybody that knows Fredo's done a crazy amount of animations videos. And it's not necessarily about the subject matter so much. It's just, if that's the topic of your content, you need to think as a creator, how can I make this? I don't know any other way to say it, so I'm sorry for the kids, but how can I make this the best shit in the world? Like, you need to be thinking to yourself, how can I make, don't think, oh, I don't want to make a build video because build videos are kind of boring. Flip it. How do I make build videos fun? Because
That's
that's
bad.
what's sustainable.
Can't nobody do a jump shot video like you. Can't nobody do a
Exactly.
video like you. Like, that's what I'm learning. Again, you put your own spin on it. You find your niche, right? You can make the best builds, the worst builds, whatever kind of market that you're looking to create. But as long as you do it in your way and be whatever your brand is supposed to be, then that's gonna come to you. And that again, that's something that I'm still learning, because like I said, I don't want to always do the build videos. I want to do something that people ain't never seen before. But you got, like I said, that's what you have to understand, what's best for you, and then push your way, and push your whatever you decide to do, create your content as you, and it'll build your audience.
Yeah.
So for back to what y'all were saying about being creative with your videos. For instance, we got NBA 2K Lab in here. Shout out y'all. I ended up, I think, pulled close to a million views on a jump shot video, right? And I was just breaking down how greening is just like not really a pure green window. I was talking about like NBA 2K Labs tips about how they said it's a 5 to 10% chance that you can even miss a green, and that caught like a lot of people's attention. Me just talking about something that I never seen a different creator talk about, and like shouting out 2K Labs for all their help. I ended up pulling like a crazy amount of views on that like one TikTok that I made, just breaking down how like greens are missable, just like how you can't green everything, or how to be realistic and take like high percentage shots. And that pulled a lot of views. I never thought anybody would actually care about that topic, but I just posted it because I felt like myself that was a good video to post. Like, just post things that you guys feel right are a right video. That's how I went about it. That's how I grew so fast within a year. I just posted what I felt like was a good video, and I didn't stay with 2K. Like, I've just now went into the 2K community about January. Like, throughout this whole time, I played different games, played different video games. I think I played 5 different games this year, and I still grown consistently all throughout all my games because I posted what I feel like is a good video rather than what I want it to be a good video.
Yeah, I think that's huge as a creator, because I mean, obviously, part of being a creator is creating, and you'll never know what the best video idea is, but likely the likelihood of like, if you just think of a video in your head, hundreds of thousands of people have thought it in their head as well. Like, you're not the first and only person to think of this idea. So if you thought about it and you thought it was a good idea, well, hey, let's figure out how many people actually think similar to me. And sometimes you'll strike gold, sometimes you won't. But it's kind of like a you miss all the shots you don't attempt type situation. So you just gotta try things out. And like I said earlier, you can make infinite YouTube videos. There's not a limit. So, hey, if it doesn't work, think of something, whatever the next thing is. And maybe it didn't, and maybe figure out why it didn't work. Maybe it wasn't the actual subject matter of the video. Maybe it was just the way you presented it. Maybe it was the way it was edited. Maybe it was the title. Maybe it was the thumbnail. Maybe it just wasn't relevant at the time. And there's a million reasons why a video does well and why a video doesn't. So I don't really like to talk about YouTube too much, because it's very situational and everybody's different, and just all advice can't be applied universally. I think that's the fun part of it, though. You can really do your own brand of content, and nobody could tell you you're doing anything necessarily right or wrong. You know, like if you wanted to just rock out and create content from your phone straight from your Xbox, you could just do that. And there'd be no reason to upgrade. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And you can build up your own audience that will appreciate your content for what it is. For a lot of people, no matter what type of content you make, almost think about your videos. It's a service that you're giving out. So a lot of people really just want availability from their creators and streamers. Not necessarily, they don't have to be the highest quality person. They don't have to be the funniest person on the internet. They don't have to be the best person at the game. They just want somebody they know they can count on to have an upload on, either whenever they come home from work, from school, whether they wake up in the morning or, they had a bad day. Like they want somebody that they can count on. That's the reality of it. This is how you build supporters. Like that's just what it is. Doesn't matter which way you break it down. You're creating people who will follow your channel and watch you for a multitude of reasons. But most of the time it's just because you're available. So the guy next to you or the girl next to you, she may have, she may be the funniest person on the platform, but she doesn't post consistently. Therefore, she's not available. So the person that is available will usually always get priority. Some of the best people on the platform don't really post that much, and it's kind of holding them back from whatever it is, So as a creator, if you're trying to grow and increase your audience, figure out how you can reach the people who are attached to your niche. If you make build videos, I mean, by all means, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Don't let anybody in the community ever tell you that. Don't let people split it up. A build video is creative. Make it creative. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you do like it, embrace it and enjoy it. Don't be ashamed of it. I see a lot of people, they say, I get this, this, and this. And then they kind of like undercut themselves and they're like, well, I mean, they're just build videos. Like, no, this is your content. This is what you put out. You got to be happy about it. This is your brand. This is your service. So you got to think in your head, how can I be the best person that makes build videos? How can I just be that guy?
There comes to a certain point where quantity trumps quality to a certain extent.
And
I'd say to a certain
that's
extent,
factual,
but I don't know.
because like quantity does turn into quality. Because like my year, like I've been editing since I was 12 years old. I'm 20 now. My videos back then when I was 12, bro, are nowhere near close to the videos that when I am now. Even last year I made the video that actually took me to the next level, and I kept that same exact style and I kept like getting better at it, and that's what really brought people onto my page, because I kept getting better at editing. I kept learning new things along making more and more videos. So the more videos you make, the better your quality is going to get.
Yeah, I think when it comes to quality and quantity, I just think it's almost like a trick question, because I don't think either is correct. I think consistency is just the way to go. Like consistency truly is key. If we're having a battle between quality and quantity, it's just, there's no right answer, because anybody can make a case for either or. But the common denominator between all growth is being consistent. Like for example, he said he was editing since he was 12, and he got the reps in, he put out content, and the more and more content he's putting out, he's improving his editing. So naturally, the quality is increasing. It's the consistency. I just think that that's the best thing you could ever have as a creator, as a streamer, is consistency. And consistency can mean a whole bunch of different things. I think when I say consistency, or just when people on the internet say it, they think of, oh, that means you got to post a lot of stuff. No, you don't. You post at whatever rate you can handle. If your rate is once a week, then that's your rate. If it's twice a week, that's your rate. There's some people who can do daily. There's some people who can't. You know, there's plenty of content creators I watch. I may only expect one video a month from them, but I do know that one video that they post is well worth the wait. And that's how much time it takes to cook those videos. So as a a viewer, I have to respect that. Like, you know what? He's delivering this every month. Yeah, it's a little spaced out, but that's how long it takes. You know, you can't rush it. Quality can't really be rushed. And I think just to tie it back into just to make it a little more relevant, there's going to be a ton of creators posting a ton of content this week when this game launches. And there's going to be a lot of people having to ask themselves subconsciously, quality or quantity. And I just think it's a just rephrase it. Just ask yourself, how consistent do I want to be?
And for anybody that thinks, oh, everybody says that, it's facts though. It's really facts. Because I am not gonna lie, when I was just starting, I used to think the same thing. I used to think, oh, that's what they all say, consistency this, consistency that. But what's the real trick? No, consistency is the trick. Like you
Yeah.
cannot cheat yourself at all. Don't even let up. You cannot be like, I could post, on this day, or I could just wait. No, don't wait. Just, what I'm saying? Of course, don't just push out every day at once, but keeping a consistent schedule, a consistent rate of production is really going to set you up, not only for like building your viewers, but it's just going to help you out with the YouTube algorithm. You feel me? It's
Yeah.
really probably, I would probably say that's probably top 3 most important things you got to focus on when it comes to content creating.
Easily, especially if you're new, because if you're new, you're pretty much giving people every reason to not like you, and people are like, because that's just how YouTube works. The thing is, people are very hive-minded. They look at your numbers first, and then that's always going to be people's first impression. It's not going to be the actual content you put out. So they're looking for every reason to click off your video and go to the next. So what do you have that makes you better than the next person on their recommended? You're available at pretty much all times that they want it. Therefore, they're like, oh, well, you know what? This guy, maybe his videos aren't the best I've ever seen, but he posts a lot. And I didn't mind this video. This was actually a pretty good video. And I can tell he's new. Like, people can tell when somebody's new, you know? But like, it's just when you're thinking quality over quantity, it's just a losing battle, because naturally you're choosing to give something up, and you don't want to give up either. And that's why it's just consistency will always be the answer. So first week, if you want to really make a stand, and you really want to, put yourself out there first week, understand that you're going to get a very unnatural amount of impressions just off the simple fact that the game is new. And it's a very relevant and popping topic. So you usually would want to put your first or your best foot forward. I've seen a lot of people say, I've been in plenty of discussions with content creators, and they've like really, really leaned into just go straight quantity, F the quality. And it's just like, well, if you know you're gonna get more views than you usually do, why would you want somebody to see you not at your full potential? Why would you want to leave that first impression? Because when the game comes out, content creators will tell you people are just looking for information, but subconsciously they're looking for creators to watch and hold on to. Because after that first week, after they've gotten their information, after they've made their build and they got their little jump shot that they're comfortable with, they're looking for some ENT. So who's going to entertain them? Not the guy who was half-assing his videos and just putting out whatever because it's first week and they just want views. No, they're going to go to the people. They're going to keep tabs. They're going to be like, oh, well, this guy, I remember I saw his video. That was pretty dope. And they'll check you out again. Because YouTube does that. If you watch one of somebody's video, they'll recommend you another. They'll do it. The next time you start up YouTube, you'll see it. It happens all the time. And they're going to remember. They have a mental note in their head like, oh, I seen this dude video before. And you left that good impression. That's really what you want to do. You want to leave the good impression. Not everybody's going to subscribe off the rip. But you do got to give them a reason to come back. Don't leave this viewer with a bad taste in their mouth, because they're going to see one of your videos again. and they're just gonna scroll past it. They're just gonna be like, nah, I saw this. Nah, it wasn't really that good. Even though now, right? Because on Twitter, this is the whole convo that everybody's doing. Like, oh yeah, straight quantity off the rip, and then after week 1 or week 2, we going straight quality. Well, yeah, you didn't miss your chance because somebody already watched you, and you didn't give them any quality. And then now, when they're looking for something to watch, they're like, nah, this dude video sucks. In reality, they probably don't. And it's a moment to moment. These are the opportunities. These are what creates views. You know, like you just gotta think smart. It's not necessarily about who's working the hardest. It's never about who's working the hardest. It's not how life works. Like use your tools, use your information, use the people around you, do the best with what you have. And as long as you know you tried, it doesn't really matter what the results are. You tried your best. This was the best that you can do. So if you got 50 views on a video, we'll just know, hey, this is probably the best this video could do. This is all this video was good for, 50 views. That's a good start. How can we elevate this? Stop looking at flopped videos as if, something was wrong with the YouTube algorithm. Stop looking at flopped videos as if, it just wasn't your day. Like, no, look at your video. You can find things wrong with it. If you can't, I don't think doing content is for you. I don't think it's for you. If you can't figure out what's wrong with your content, hey, cease. I don't know. I don't know. But figure that out. Understand how can you elevate it. A flop video, it means nothing. You can make as many as you want. You got a 10 of 10, hey, make this next one better. If it's not better, figure it out. Why wasn't it better? What did I do? When did I post it? What was the thumbnail looking like? What was the title? How did I edit this? Was it paced a little off? There's a million things you can figure out that are the reason why your video didn't get what you thought it would get. And just be happy. Just be happy that you're in a position where, like, you having like that, being able to ruin your day. Like, just news flash for the people in here making content. If a flop video or a bad stream is like really like that hurts your day, that's a really good problem to have. Like, that's like a you're in a good spot. If that's what gets you tilted during the day, you're good. You have the time to actually prioritize and get your videos better. That's a good problem to have. So don't knock yourself or don't beat yourself up when videos don't do that well. Not everything's gonna do that well.
The numbers. Like if you look, we understand like the research and all of that, but it can't be about the numbers every time. Like if I went strictly off the numbers, I would have stopped a long time ago. That really affects your mental. If you're only doing it for numbers, it's going to affect your mental. Sometimes you're going to have a flop video. Sometimes you're not going to see the growth that you expected based on what you put out. But at the end of the day, be consistent. Make content that makes you happy, that you would want to see, and you will hopefully find the market that fits your niche, right? So just again, consistently put things out, do what's best for you. Don't look at the numbers and just keep grinding.
I got a piece of advice. If you feel like you've judged your content as much as you can, you've tried to figure out any little thing you could do to improve your content, but something still seemed like it's not working, or it seemed like, you're not really sure what to change here. Ask somebody, but don't ask somebody and let them, judge off of bias. Have them judge and be real with you. Like, it's too many yes men around. You don't want to be surrounded by people who just go with whatever you got and say, oh, that's fine, that's fine. No, they got to be able to give you some type of criticism. You got to have some type of criticism, because
It's
especially if we're just starting out, you're not going to be perfect. So it's a lot to work on. Go ahead.
No, I'll say I ask people all the time. Like I've been trying to I'm more used to the short form content, so I've been putting out long form content lately. And I've been asking the people who do this for a long time, like, how does it look? What can I improve on? Like, it's really whatever you put out to it is how much you're gonna put into it, right? Or whatever you put into it is how much you're gonna get out of it. So, it's always about growth. You can't be so wrapped up in yourself that you can't take criticism. You can't take constructive criticism. Like, you got to be able to do what's best for you, but you also have to be realistic with yourself. And when something's not good, you want people around you to say, hey, nah, boom, you can do this better. Like, you want those people that's going to push you to be better. That's why I like to uh, be cool and be around people that have the same goal as mine. It don't mean they have to be huge, but they have the same goal of trying to make this content creation thing work. So, uh, yeah, get you some people that's gonna be real with you for sure.
I wanted to chime in and say, for new creators, take advantage of the information on YouTube. There's thousands of creators that will help you learn how to do everything from capturing to creating, even teach you how to upload, how to use the right hashtags. It's a plethora of information that you can draw from. If you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you don't know how to create, it's like it's a university. YouTube is a university. You can find information on anything in the world. So utilize that.
Yeah, no, I agree with both of y'all. I think like personally, I'm not a fan of peer reviews, but I mean I know people who do them and they say it helps, so I'm sure it does. Best thing to do, honestly, and this will help you like tenfold as a creator. Ask the people who watch your videos how they feel about it, because one, you'll get a lot more interactions that way, but their feedback will impact the content, the future content. So they'll actually feel like what they contribute makes a difference, which gives people a lot more reason to stay with you and watch your content. Like it's nothing to just ask in the middle of your video, hey y'all, let me know things I can work on in my videos. The way you ask is everything too. Don't tell people, hey, let me know how you feel about this. No, like you're asking for criticism. You actually really want to ask people, tell me what's wrong with this video. Tell me what you don't like. I don't really necessarily care what you do like. What do you not like? Because when you ask somebody how do you feel about this, usually, especially if they don't really know you like that, they'll kind of just tell you what you want to hear, because people don't want to be rude. It's very hard to judge content. That's why I don't do it. There's a couple people in this space even that's like they've sent their videos to me and asked me to critique them, and I just been like, no. It's just I don't like to do it. I don't know what you were thinking when you were editing it. I don't. It's none of my business, you know. And it's not for me. I'm not even the targeted audience. So that's why I just say, if you have at least a decently sized fan base, which that's nothing but just like 100 subscribers, maybe a couple hundred, it's okay to just ask, and everything will help. And you really got to take their input. Like you got to put your pride to the side, put your ego to the side, and actually listen to the input, because they're right. 9 times out of 10, they're right. When you ask the people who really do watch the videos, they know what they're talking about a lot more than you, the creator, would even know. There's so many things that you would overlook and be like, dang, I didn't even know that was something I did in my videos. Dang, okay, yeah, I guess I can see how people don't like that. Let's try to fix that. And that might just be the key right there. That might just unlock the secret formula. And now your averages are up and your watch time is higher. Just things like that. There's a million ways to improve your content. I think just the whole point of the space, just for anybody that wasn't here, like when I joined up, I don't really like spaces. I'm not like a huge fan of them no more, because I don't like the topics. I don't like what's being talked about. Um, I like letting people kind of just do their own thing. And a lot of times in these spaces, people are very general about things. There's a lot of we, there's a lot of you have to, it's a lot of us. And I just think there's plenty of people in this community that have like minds of their own. Like even the people we got up here in the speaker roles, like we got a healthy mix of content creators and non-content creators. I feel like that's the way it should be, for real. Like that's how it should work.
Nah, no cap, Stacks. I love that y'all did that, bro. I've been trying. I stay requesting and things. Ain't coming in with no trolling and nothing. Trying to just get in there.
Yeah.
And hey, I just be like, damn.
And to me that's the best discussion. Cause I don't know the way I see it. Like there's plenty of creators. I mean, y'all see it, bro. It's a space every day, like every day, and that's
Bro, I
awesome.
woke
I'm
up at
glad
4 in the
everybody,
morning and it was a space. Like, come on, man.
and that's cool though. Like I'm glad everybody talking. I'm glad everybody is engaged. That's dope. I'm just like I see everybody names. I want to see where y'all at in November when the game is out and the views drop. I just want to see where everybody at. You know what I mean? See if everybody really enjoying what they got going on. Cause that's kind of just what I want to push. Not even as a content creator, but just as a 2K player. We talk about content so much. We talk about what 2K could fix about their game so much. Look, bro, at the end of the day, bro, just have fun. Like it's not that serious. That's what content and 2K just in general. Like, bro, just enjoy yourself. It's not even that deep. It's no think piece attached to it. It's no extra stuff. There's no method. Enjoy what you do. So if you create content, bruh, you don't need no method. You don't even really need no game plan. Have fun, smile, record yourself having fun and smiling. You will attract people. If you want to see the 2K community be a lot larger and a lot healthier, and you want to see more people involved, have fun. Talk about the game when you're having fun. Don't just talk about the game when it's time to fix something. Don't just talk about the game when y'all want to complain about the VC prices. We are all very well aware of the VC prices before the game came out. The game has a battle pass that you have to pay for it. We're aware of that. I'm just saying that because when November roll around and it's time for the boycotts, this is not new information. It's not new. So let's not act like it's new. Have fun. If you're not having fun, but you still want to see the community have fun, don't let everybody know that you're not having fun. Just be quiet and go do your own thing. And come back when you're ready. What's up, Dusky? You can talk, bro. You can talk whenever you want, bro.
No,
Y'all
yeah, I was just gonna piggyback on what you said. Yeah, just have fun. Like, we don't know what this game is capable of until the next 4 days. So we just gotta test it out, test the waters. Don't complain. Just let shit ride out. Because if we complain on social media all the time and shit like that, then that's what makes everything so much worse and toxic and all that. So we just gotta be positive about everything. Even in the spaces, on Twitter, on Snap, anything. We just gotta be positive about everything because you never know. This game could be the best game of all time. Like it has the potential. So I mean, hey, we'll never know.
Yeah, man, we'll never really know till we know. So it's like, look, everybody in here, I'm assuming most of y'all in here, y'all already pre-ordered the game or y'all plan on getting the game this month, next month, whatever. You feel me? Like, look, for the creators, for the aspiring creators, be here year round. I don't care if it gets dead. This could be just like he said. This could be probably one of the best 2K games ever. It could also be one of the worst. There's nothing wrong with preparing for that either. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay. People have blown up on the worst 2Ks. It happens. You could be that person as well. You know, figure out what you have fun playing. Understand you don't have to be a part creator if you don't want to be. If you don't want to make part content, don't do it. If you want to be in the rec, go ahead. If you want to play competitive pro-am, go ahead, bro. Do that. And make sure you just be the best at it. It don't even have to be gameplay wise. Some of the biggest creators on the website suck at the games they play. It's not about that. It was never really about that. People on YouTube like watching people have fun, whether it's competitive or it's casual. People want to share a good time, a good laugh with a creator that they watch. Be that person.
Man, the amount of times I got called a random for playing Rec in 23 is it was crazy. But look, I was enjoying Rec more than I was enjoying parking stage this year. I could not rock with the ISO play style and the parking stage this year. It just was like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I feel like I had the most fun with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I go on the stream, I go straight to the right. I say F it most times is just play with randoms and try to carry like make that a challenge, make that a fun thing, like try to carry randoms to a victory. You know what I'm saying? Which is like a difficult challenge, obviously. But yeah, we're pretty much go with whatever you have fun with. Like, don't just, you know what I'm saying, feel like you gotta play a certain mode because, it might be looked at as more credible than the other. But you know what I'm saying? Or just switch it up here and there. I feel like you have more fun when you switching it up instead of sticking to one mode. So if you haven't really branched out before to like pro am, or you haven't really branched out to rec because you feel like it's for old heads or something like that, just give it a try. You never
Give
know
it a
what you might
try.
enjoy.
You might be the person to really break that barrier. Because you think people move in the 2K community, you move away like, well, I ain't seen nobody do it and blow up off it, so I'm not going to try it. Right. If you're a new creator, nothing can hurt you. There's really no bad step you could take. You could be the person to break the barrier and actually show people that, hey, yeah, you could play the full game. You can play the modes in the game and create content and develop an audience. It's possible. I'll never say it's impossible. The 2K community has watched somebody hit millions of subscribers within a week. I think I'm way past the point of saying something is impossible. Like, come on, y'all. It's just a basketball game. Like, I feel like we overthink it too damn much. We don't care what your setup is. We don't care how your edits look. We don't care how your thumbnails look. Man, are you enjoying the game? If you're having fun, keep having fun and broadcast that and be that person and let people know, hey, yo, I just had fun. And this is my brand of fun. And people gonna come rock with it. You don't need to do no collabs. You don't need to clout chase nobody. You don't got to pull up on nobody. You don't have to ever talk to anybody in the community. Most of the people in this community are miserable because you only see them when it's space time. You only see them when it's time to for the new game to come out. And then when it come out, you don't never hear from them. You don't hear nothing. But when it's time to complain, you hear from them. These people spend thousands of dollars on the game and they still don't like it. There's nothing you can learn from them. I promise you. Do your own thing. Excel at it. It's called YouTube. You do it, not them. That's pretty much it. That's all I got to say. Like I'm done for the day though, man. Good space. Shout out y'all, man. Shout out Manny. Appreciate you, bro. Feel me? I don't
W
even know if you wait,
conversation. Good
man.
conversation, man.
Wait. But yeah, man. I'm out this joint, man. Y'all have a beautiful day. I hope to see y'all in November. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
For
definitely
sure,
gonna
be
come back.
easy.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question
So,
for everybody. Do they have a mode to where you could like go
So,
it's gonna mode the what?
where you can go 5-on-5? I mean, I know the rec go have a rec game, but against another squad, right? Like where like
Oh,
purposely on a squad, like
oh no.
Pro-am.
Well, from what I've seen, it looked like it might be a squad wreck versus it might be a squad wreck and a new squad wreck. From what I've seen, like in the rec lobby, like a screenshot from the rec lobby.
oh yeah, that's valid.
That I think that's something new they implemented in the game or whatever, which I think was pretty dope.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Y'all think matchmaking will be better this year though?
Um,
man, I think
If
was
they
matchmaking
base it off
was
win
matchmaking
percentage, it
I
better
should.
think
last
if
year?
it's squad rec, it's gonna be more competitive in the rec now because people been playing with their squads in the rec for like how long now? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I feel
I
like
think
that'll
it's
be
gonna be
way
more
better.
competitive now.
Yeah.
Like people gonna like be pulling up with their teams. So,
Yeah, that one will be that's what's gonna probably fix it. Where people thought the matchmaking wasn't working.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's super dope, man, because Cat's been in these very excited
How
in
we
these
feeling about
spaces
this
calling motherfucking
park perk switch shit? Like, are we buying in, or
I don't think he can
do
hear
y'all
me
think they
talk.
just gonna
Probably
ride
I
it
said,
think
out?
we should give it a try. Give it a
Yeah, that's
try.
what I feel like
Let's
we
not
should just
close
give it
off
a
on it.
try at least for season one. And if we really don't like it, switch it.
Like we should embrace it. Just like when we got park cars, we embrace park cars. But I know that's not the same thing, but we should
Oh
embrace
yeah.
it. It's something new, something innovative. It might be
Mhm.
something that we might end up loving forever. We don't know.
Yeah.
Go in with an open mind and shit.
Hmm.
And that's where I bump heads with 2K ads. Like, bro, don't change shit. Like, just give it a try at least. Like, It's finna be 17 that's already changed. And we're 4 days away without even touching the full flesh game. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I keep seeing online where people talking about
So
change the
hopefully they
perks
fucking
on
keep that
the.
shit in, cause ain't no way they just gonna change it 4 days away from the game.
Yeah, I keep seeing online where they're talking about change the perks for like the elite versus the rise and shit like that, man. I don't think I like that idea. Um, yeah, I don't like that at all, actually. I think what you've got now. I think what I've said before. Can anybody hear me talking? Because nobody's cut me off right now.
Wait,
I think,
what'd you say you didn't like?
I was talking about them changing the park perks, basically.
yeah. I don't like that idea.
The boost for elite and
Yeah,
rise.
my
I
bad,
don't
my
think they're
bad.
going to change it. I think he was just trying to spark a discussion, Twitter engagement. I don't think they're going to really change it because we haven't even
But they
played it
didn't just
yet. We
bring
don't
that
even know
up
how
for no
strong it
reason,
is.
though. Like,
You know?
no, they didn't just bring that up for no reason.
Yeah,
They probably
yeah.
was talking about that.
I think the problem was that they were seeing that
They
the
talking
numbers
about
were
25 could
skewed.
be delayed. Like, we haven't even, bro, I guess.
I think
I
the
don't know.
numbers
I
were
think it was just
skewed towards
discussion.
one versus the other. I think that's why they were talking about it. I think more people were going towards elite versus rise and shit. And I believe that's
Yeah.
only because the shooting badge was an elite, and that's what I said in some of my comments. I think that no matter where you put the shooting bump, that's where people are going to go. You know what I'm saying? And I think the only way to try to even it out is maybe have like a 3 versus 1 type shit. Right now, it's like 2 versus 2. You know what I'm saying? Shooting, defense, and playmaking and finishing. Well, the only way you're going to probably even that shit out is put shooting by itself and put 3 things on the other side. That's how much people in the 2K community admire shooting. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think there's any way around that shit.
I mean,
Personally.
I think it's also was the defense thing too. Shooting and defense. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that versus playmaking and finishing, which is like kind of on the lesser end of what people view as most important when it comes to you know the attributes and stuff like that. I mean, if they would have had 3 affiliations, it probably would have been less of a discourse about this. I'm perfectly fine with
That's
2. I
what
like the
I
2.
was
I'm
just
open
gonna
to it.
ask.
You know what I'm saying? But we used to have Sunset, Old Town, River City. It was more distributed. I think Old Town was the only one. Somebody echoing. I think Old Town was the only one that had like 2 boosts. I think it was playmaking and defense, right? Or am I getting that wrong? I don't remember. But I mean, we should try it out. I think it won't be as overpowered as people are thinking. I think it'll be pretty on the balance side. I mean, we don't know because we all haven't. Most of us probably haven't touched the game. I'm assuming none of us that's speaking in here was at community day to play the game. So we just gotta wait and see.
Hey, so over the last couple of days, has anybody changed what they believe their best template's going to be? I mean, I've been pretty consistent about Jaylen Brown, man. I'm a shooting guard, so I think I really love that goddamn template, man.
I ain't gonna lie, the templates. I ain't really looked too much at the guards and the small forward, but I was really looking at power forward and center. That's what I play. I only seen one decent template. I'm not gonna hold you. I might not rock with a template at all this year. Maybe I'll do for content here and there. But Miles Turner, I like the Miles Turner template. His was more well rounded than the rest of the big men.
I really think those templates are cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Kinda,
you may
yeah.
be able to change them up a little bit or kind of modify 1 or 2 of them. But it,
Help us old heads out, man. What the fuck does that mean? I can't understand what that slang meant right there.
cooked is like you're not really going. You're not gonna want to use it. It's not gonna get you
Oh,
buckets like you think. But I mean, it could work out for old head type players or casuals. It could work out for y'all.
why would you put us with casuals, man? Because I'm
No.
old,
I'm
man.
not. I'm
Don't
not
do that to
mixing
me,
the two
man.
together. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
For I
Nah,
think
you
they're
good.
good
You
for
good.
casual players. Honestly,
Nah, I just feel like they're gonna give us more within the year though. So like, we just gotta trust the process. I don't think they just left us high and dry with them, cause ain't no way. Like they could have gave us better ones. We still waiting on Bron, Giannis, all types of shit. So it's like we just gonna have to wait and see.
True. Because I was waiting to see a Braun. I thought I was gonna see a Braun off top. I thought we would see that.
All right, who wants to put a
You just
$5?
can't make that nigga in them. It's just so crazy. I don't know, bro. I don't.
Yeah.
You
Who
just
wants to make a
Braun
five
just. I
dollar?
don't know. It's just crazy how they gonna make him in this year's game, just on how
All right.
balanced it is and the restrictions.
So I'm telling y'all, the bronze and those sought after templates, I assure you guys are going to be in the premium season battle pass shit.
Think so?
$5 bet. Who wants to take that bet?
That's not a bad take. That's not a bad take. You might be right about that. I could see it. I mean, I could see it happening that way.
Level 39, level 40. You
But
know
I
what I'm
was also
saying?
talking to my cousin. I was like, maybe they're gonna throw in some legend templates just to be. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully they do. Maybe not.
I
Shit.
mean, and then again,
Never know.
I'm sorry not to cut you off.
Are you
They
good?
could be in the package game because what we saw from Community Day was not the package game. That's just what they put together as a display to get the community some displays out and show us what everything would be looking like. So we still haven't really, until we see the package release, we can pretty much bet that we haven't seen everything yet, you know? And that's going to be some real good content ideas, I believe, for for the community on release day. It's going to be a lot that we haven't seen. It's going to be a lot that's switched up. So be ready to get your content ready and get that out. If you first to get out some new content like that, that could really kick your page off. That can kick off your whole channel.
And I was just thinking maybe they'll make these templates better just because the restrictions and shit probably gonna get changed before the game drops. So I don't know. Maybe the templates would be better. I don't know. It's
I
just hard
was
to.
a fan of the
It's
templates.
just hard to try to think about when the game's not even out yet, and we see only so much little when shit's getting changed every fucking day.
I mean, at this point, we can't really count on anything being concrete that we've seen so far because they're still making changes. So, I mean, we really in limbo right now. It's a lot of content to get out right now, but it's really filler content. It's a lot of ideas that we can put together, but it's filler. It's just gonna be filler until we do see that package release, and then we'll really have a chance with the game in our hands to know what we can build off of or what we can produce out of that builder. Because a lot of the builds that I've seen from Community Day, they really look like rice buckets. I mean, you can throw a lot of those builds in rice. You can throw most of those builds in rice. I saw a Wimby build, a couple of Wimbys, but they weren't Wimbying for me. I saw a couple of 6 9s that was like, what would I do with that? To be honest, it's a lot of role players, and there's nothing really wrong with having those role players. But I feel like some modifications have to be made, so we can expect to see those modifications. We can expect to see to take some real losses on what we can do with the builder. I mean, and expect to have to sit with that builder for at least 24 or 48 hours to really understand it. It's gonna take a lot of time. And don't get me wrong, there's gonna be a creator. I feel like Joe Knows might be the one to pop out there first, or maybe Chalk. It's a few guys on my radar for a few years now that really come off top with some really good builds and break the builder first day. So like we can count on seeing somebody break that builder within 24 hours and not necessarily break it, but just like get it to the point where they can put out a video with a template for something that you can build off of to make a really strong player at 2 or 3 different positions. I'm looking for I'm really looking for tough. I'm looking for tough to make a lock or show us a lock that we can get out there and fly with. I've been looking at Fanta. He's been on my radar to really show us Fanta or Chalk to really show us a guard that we can move with, that we can really move with in maybe 300. I was surprised that we didn't see the legends, Key Sticks or Bullet. I felt like Bullet would have been a really good guy for them to call out to bring to Community Day to show us maybe something we could move with as far as a point guard. It's a lot that we haven't got to see yet. So I'm just waiting. I'm really waiting. I'm waiting to while I'm putting together these videos now, filler videos. I got some filler content that I'm just, waiting to put out and I have on the chopping block, but I'm waiting to see who's gonna break that builder first. I got a few guys on my radar, but it's who knows right now. Who knows what
Hey
it's really gonna
Marty,
look like.
hey Marty, keep in mind. Now I know you don't know me from the Man in the Moon, but I like when I look at Builder, I'm like I really try to break it down. And if you really look at the Builder, we might end up still with builds that you think might be viable being glorified role players. Because if you look at the templates, right, those are all 99 overall builds, right? So those are examples of what.
I see what Carter said.
So those are examples of what a 99 build could look like, right? Technically, I mean there'll be better versions, right? But how much
Right.
better? You see what I'm saying? You might could tweak something, shake something off, but then you got to think what you're tweaking might take away a badge that might make you more effective. So
True.
just you see what I'm saying? So nobody might really break the builder. It just might be look like it's a better all around
It's
build.
just so much with this game. I'm just ready to just that builder though. I know I'm gonna be in there for at least 5 hours. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie because there's so much I just want to see. Like honestly, I'm not even gonna go out there and just jump out there day one. Like it may take me a while because I want to find the perfect build for my playstyle. I don't want to rush it. I want to make sure I'm straight for at least a couple months till I make my second build. Because I know this year is finna get
I was
crazy.
looking at the builder. I noticed with the builder, I think 6'10s and 6'11s get the most out of their attributes. And I think was it the 6'8s. The 6'8s break a lot of caps. Like you can get a lot of defensive badges, that a small guard can get, and the big people can get on the 6'8s, and the 6'6s. I think are going to be like the all around meta builds. Just debating on how I was looking at other people's builds, it seemed like certain heights got more attributes than other heights, and I think definitely 6'10s and 6'11s get like the most attributes. Because if you look at that Jokic build, it's like if you try to make that Jokic build on 2K23, you can't even make it because it has that many more attributes on it. So it might be the sweet spot for a lot of people that want to make a build. I'm just giving y'all a tip.
And we also got to keep in consideration how effective can we be without so many badges. You see what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
also like when I think about the builder that they're trying to implement, they're trying to go for balance. So and that really makes me think like, uh, what am I gonna be able to get away with? You know what I'm saying? But 6'6", you said 6'6", right? 6'6". Let me
6'6"
see.
for the guards,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I mean, I'll have to check that out when I get in the building, man. Definitely.
What does it look like for 6'3s this year though?
Oh
Like
yeah, the small guards. I mean, y'all can. The small guards can still. You can still cheese the attributes. Don't get me wrong. Like you can still get away with certain things. Like I seen one build. Like he had like a 92 three ball, 92 ball handle. And he could be able to dunk and rim run. But like
yeah,
you're gonna take
that
a hit in that defense. If you do that, you ain't gonna have no D.
yeah,
But
that's
like
the
that's what
crazy thing
point
about
guards
it.
already coming with the mindset. Oh, I don't want to upgrade defense. But I think this year is gonna be even worse if you don't upgrade defense.
Definitely 100.
Yeah, because that's my thing. I don't want to go high shooting. I want to make it all balanced. Like I want to at least make my ball handle like a high 90 or something, and then my shooting be like mid 80s. Because I know this year it's not going to be bad. I know it's not, but I still want to be able to drive and play defense. Like I'm not going to go out there and not play a look at defense. That's
Ever since
crazy.
I seen that little
that clip of that dude hitting that deep ass shot with a 92 three ball, bro. I think I might go 92 three ball on the slick.
I don't blame you though, bro.
That's a
I
deep ass
just
shot, bro. That's gonna have
I
to.
just
You're
don't
gonna
be
have to guard
haunting
me.
them deep threes like that. That's just not me personally. I just don't be haunting them deep ass threes. But honestly though, the way it's looking, you never fucking know. You never know.
Exactly. I don't know if like deep three. The reason why I like deep threes is because like if you have to guard me back out there, then I can run past you, bro. Like it's
Hmm.
gonna allow me to get behind you and be able to rim run. So like that's why I like being able to shoot deep because you got to guard me different ways.
Oh, we also got to keep in mind you got to use those badges
I mean,
so
either way,
much.
yeah. If you
You see
hit
what I'm
that
saying?
shot,
Like
you
we
gonna
don't
be
know
up
how
there
much we have to
regardless. I
use
feel
the
you.
badge to keep it at a certain
So it's like I
level.
don't know though. I just hope they don't throw 6 threes in the dirt this year, just cause a lot of shit has changed.
I think 6 threes will be fine as long as they have like a center that sets them screens. You know what I'm saying? And they can hide on defense because it doesn't seem like unless they, you know,
So a lot of the guards, how I run my lineups, bro. I like ever since up the past few 2Ks, I didn't really go small guard. I mean, I use small guards from time to time, but I'm gonna go like 6'6", 6'7" with my guard build. I don't really care about these OP lockdowns, but I know if you have a small guard on the team and he has no defense, bro, I take advantage of that. Like I tell my lockdown a backdoor all game long, bro, and I'm gonna
facts.
have an outside center just so he can't pick up, bro. Like I'm gonna take advantage of that small guard that they use. So like if he's not 300 this year with this small guard, then I really think it's gonna be tough for him.
I was telling my friend the other day,
Now
put
they
put
just
him in.
said I'm convinced I gotta make a bigger guard because I'm not dealing with back doors again. I had defense and I was still somehow getting backdoored every time. So I was like, no, I can't do it this year. If it's a defensive oriented year, I'm definitely going to just make a bigger guard with defense. And it's just going to be that.
Yeah, that's definitely my plan because I want to be able to box their guard and score. Like if I get boxed by a lot, that's cool because I have offense. Like I'm gonna have my team run something for me, or
Hmm.
like I'm gonna give it to my center so he'll bring that hoe down court instead of me. Like there'll be plenty of things for me to try to dodge the lockdown. But if the guard can't like has a defense disadvantage and basically paint defense isn't the best, like people can make hella layups, then yeah, it's gonna be a rough time.
Yeah, I was saying that maybe put the guard that doesn't have defense, like force him to play
I still
defense.
honestly feel like 6'8" and 6'9" are still going to find their way back.
Depends
Because,
on how the dribble animations are. The reason why they messed up last year is because we got Michael Jordan dribble style. That was it.
mhm,
If we didn't have that, we would have been ass.
I still feel like if y'all would expand the box, y'all could have found something else to, you feel me? But Michael Jordan was the best dribble style all year for everything. So
Yeah,
you can't beat it. Can't beat
Mike should definitely made an adjustment to that or something. But
it.
like,
So
I
is
don't
it
think he
out the game
can.
or no? Is it out the game? Or is it just high as hell this year?
Um, it's 89 speed with ball this year. So
Oh, that ain't bad.
yeah, we're definitely not getting that shit. But 89 speed with ball is gonna jack up a lot of guard builds, bro. It's gonna mess up a lot of their builds.
Hmm.
Like fuck, man, I gotta use 89 speed with ball just to be able to move.
You gotta
Okay,
think about it. Your physicals, like you gonna need a high acceleration, speed, stamina. Oh my
man,
god,
that's
it's
when they
gonna get
can't do everything,
crazy,
bro.
bro. Fuck, I can already imagine how I'm finna looking at that fucking builder, bro.
For me, bro, these guard, I'm hyped for it because I just know I know I'm gonna take that risk of getting boxed by a really good lock. But like if I mean I know myself, I'm gonna be able to score even if defense is OP, bro. It's just like is that guard gonna be able to score on my team?
Mm-hmm. Cause my boys got me regardless, so they ain't gonna let me down. But yeah, I definitely feel you.
I'm saying like if everybody on the team strapping up on defense, then
Who's gonna score on their team, man? I'm trying to make a lot of
That's the
guard
scary
that's
thing about
blocking
this
shit.
year, though. Oh my god, if I see a full defensive team, it's going to get bad, bro. Like
That's gonna be tough.
it's going to be bad, like very bad this year.
I'm telling one of my boys to make a 6'8" lock. I might have a 6'10" 3 at the 3. I know my 4 is gonna be a popper. I'm probably gonna have 2 poppers on the slick, bro. I like big lineups, bro. I like defense. If we in the wreck, bro, and we got defense, bro, we good.
Good defense and chemistry will win you the game. That's all you need.
Especially because all my teammates like to do is fucking cherry pick. As soon as that ball go up, bro, they down court. That's gonna be a free score every time. Oh, USA lost today. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
To who?
fucking Lathia. I don't know what that is.
Bro, fucking disappointments. I was taking up for them. Wow. Nah, they lost to.
Oh, they lost to Luca.
That's
They
USA
lost to
for you.
Luca.
Mm. Yeah, that's that's
Nah,
when Brian and them need to come back from that
Wait,
that
not
team, man.
statement
Luca.
what dude said a couple of weeks, like a week and a half ago or something, stands so much now. Because they just went out there and sold.
I'm back, man. Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad the content creators came in here explaining about content creating. I definitely needed that
Yeah.
advice.
They trying to put
Definitely,
niggas
you know what
on.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
they
what
trying
I'm
to put
saying?
niggas on, bro.
That shit
I
motivated me,
respect shit
bro.
like that. Niggas trying to put niggas on. I respect shit like
All
that.
right, man. What's good with y'all?
That's thorough. What's up? What's
I'm
up?
over here at work, so if I don't speak a little bit, that's why.
Nah, you
But
straight.
yeah, how y'all feel about Pure Sharp?
For sure.
They'll be viable if you had
Yeah.
the right team. If
Yeah,
you had the
Yeah.
right team, you be straight with any build, bro. I feel like this gonna be the year where people mix it up. They try new things. You feel me? Like
yeah,
you gonna have your meta eventually, but I don't think the meta is gonna be as overpowered like the 6'9" was just better than everything else. You see what I'm saying? I think
Mm-hmm.
it'll be good if the right user uses it, but I don't think everybody's gonna be able to run with the meta this year. I think
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
2K follows suit, now if they like lower attribute caps and mess with the badges or do anything with how much attributes you can
Yeah, I
get,
ain't got no, I ain't
then
got no real guns.
then yeah. But why
Mm-mm.
you want to run a shark?
yeah. I gradually
Yeah, I
been
had like a
making my
green, I had like
build
a green
with a higher three
John,
year by year. Like this year, I made
like a
a lot
green,
for a 92 three and a 99 still.
had a green shotgun, like a green John. I ain't had no real guns like that, bro.
So it's
I
Oh shit,
mean,
my bad, yo. I'm on
with
Fortnite.
with it, if
Oh,
you
you
have a
good?
sharp, right, you're gonna be able to spark from halves.
yeah.
But
I'm trying
You
to do
see what
that.
I'm saying?
I'm thinking like I'm on stage with a guard who can play
I
both
was
sides.
looking at this video.
Is he lagging or are we lagging?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I thought it
lagging,
was
bro.
us.
Hey,
Can
Deucey,
you
you
change?
lagging, bro? Leave and come back. Leave and come back, bro. Leave and come back, Dusky.
The green
Dusky, leave and come back.
by the bucket. If y'all know what
Somebody
Hey, bro,
tell him to leave
you
and come
lagging.
back.
I mean, because I see the green, like the green animation.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it. I got you. I got you. I'm bringing you back. This shit fucking up.
The man using
Nah,
that
yeah,
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
it's bugging. But nah, if you were to run with like I'm thinking like running with a two-way, and I just spot up somewhere way out of range, and then it might help. That's a green, regardless. That's how I'm thinking of it.
Bro, and that creates way more space
Yeah.
for the guard to, you know what I'm saying? Because if they help,
99 three ball. What's the odds of you really missing that shot? I reckon I can shoot, regardless, but 99 three ball, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, Hall of Fame limitless range. Like, what's the real odds? And then plus being with elite, is that overkill?
not if, like I said, it's all about how you want to make your build, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you want that, then get it, bro. You know what I mean? Like I think we all just need to make what we want to make, bro.
Yeah, for real.
If you know what I'm saying. So if you want to be a sharp, but keep in consideration who are you gonna play with? Do you have a set squad, or are you gonna
I ain't
run
gonna
rec
cap.
with randoms?
I be with randoms in the regular lot on my two-way sharp right now, just sitting at the hash, waiting for the ball. I'll run around the center. I'd be averaging like 30, just doing that. So
I mean, the thing about that is somebody's gonna give you the ball if you standing at the hash,
yeah, and
bro.
then they see you
Somebody's gonna
keep
be like, "Let me see
continuously
if he can
making the shot.
shoot."
They go, okay, we gotta get him the ball some more.
Yeah, so yeah, that'd be viable. You know what I'm saying? Because if I see you in the rec and you stand at hash, I'm gonna give you the ball as soon as I catch it, just to see
That's
if you
yeah,
can
just to
shoot.
see if you can trust them. If they brick, then it's like, okay, let's see you brick again. And where everybody go? They got so quiet in this now.
I think everybody went to the other one.
Oh damn. But yeah,
What they talking about over there?
I don't know, but my shit was tweaking
it
earlier, and I
was.
was asking. Yeah, I was trying to ask about the fucking green animation shit, cause y'all know that it's by the rim and shit now this year, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
Can you change it or no?
You probably won't know until the release.
No.
Change what? Change what?
You know how when you green your shot and like the green animation by the rim and shit?
Yeah.
I was
Oh
wondering if
no,
you
I
could.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I
know.
was asking. But it was when one of the boom was in here, so I was just really trying to ask her, but everybody's shit was tweaked. My shit was tweaking, so I couldn't even see.
Oh, hey, you know they was talking about the top 10 earlier. I don't know if y'all was in here for that, but the top 10 is totally separate from the rep grind. The rep grind is literally to veteran. Top 10 starts, I think, day one. It's because both affiliations have it, but they're separate and they give you separate rewards.
I like that.
So
I like that. So it's not just one top 10 reward.
nah, it's both sides. So
So
they said
so
that in
top
the video.
so top 10 is like the legend this year, but you have to like maintain it basically.
No. Top 10 is like what it says. It's just the top 10 people at that specific time playing the game. I'm pretty sure that goes
So
on
what's like the legend of this 2K?
rookie to veteran. That's the legend grind. See, it's separate. So you can hit legend without having to be on top 10. But most of the people that hit legend first are probably going to be top 10 because they're playing the most games. You see what I'm
It didn't
saying?
click
So,
at first when I was watching the video, but now that I'm glad you just perfectly described everything, because now I know. I like
bro,
that.
I
I
pay
personally
attention,
like
bro.
that.
I'll be watching the videos like 9 times because they'll throw stuff in there and I'll be like, oh, okay, that's what, okay, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying?
I watched it 3 times and still ain't even get the memo. So like, I knew there was a top 10 grind, but like I didn't know it was for 2 separate affiliations and it was for
Yeah.
the time of the game basically. Okay, bet. That makes a lot of
And
sense.
the rep grind I swear, LD said that each parks will have its own rep grind, right? That gives each park will give its own rewards to its people that are grinding for veterans. So that's what they said in the video. That's what I got from it. So it'll be different rewards depending on which affiliation you join with the rep grind, and then both of the top tens are separate. So each park has its own rep grind and its own top tens. So yeah.
All right, so I'm at the point to where do y'all think they just gonna give us information about the boost the day before the game drops, or the day we just got to find out on our own?
I mean, they're releasing season 1 news on the 4th.
On the 4th, so tomorrow? Wait, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, tomorrow.
That's Memorial Day. They want to. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Also, I wanted to ask, did any of y'all know when 2K is dropping for New Zealand? The server
Thursday,
shit.
Thursday morning,
depending
I
on your
believe.
time.
It was
Where you live
still
at? Where you live at?
Central Standard Time.
Oh, okay. So we on the same time. So usually it games release at 8 a.m. New Zealand, like Thursday. Like so if a game drop Friday at midnight, it drops 8 a.m. Central Time.
But the game comes out Thursday at
The
11
game comes out
CST.
Thursday. No, the
I
game
thought it
comes
comes
out
out Friday.
Thursday for Thursday night USA. New Zealand get it
Yeah.
that morning.
Yeah,
So
that's
it would
yeah.
be Wednesday morning for New Zealand
No,
servers.
No, it'll be Thursday morning. It'll be Thursday morning, and then we get it that night. We get it that night, basically Thursday night, and then it drops globally that Friday.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Because 8 o'clock Central Time is technically Friday in New Zealand. So
yeah.
I'm just going to use New Zealand to get my build together, and then I'm going when it
Yeah,
opens
I'm
up
not
for
even gonna
PS5.
play
I'm
New
gonna do it.
Zealand.
Hey,
I'm
hear me
literally
out.
just gonna
Hear me
make
out.
bills.
Y'all don't want to just. I ain't gonna bust y'all bubbles or nothing, but y'all don't want to just wait just for that day and just watch motherfuckers play and see how that shit is.
Nah,
Nah, I'm
bro.
gonna
I
be in
gotta
there
figure
day
it out on
one
my
making
own.
bills,
Watching
bro.
somebody
I
else
gotta.
not gonna tell me how I'm gonna
Yeah,
play.
thanks.
No. That's why I was saying I ain't trying to tell y'all how to play. I was just asking a question because everybody different. I'm on P5, so I can't even change my shit to New Zealand.
Damn.
Hey, pal, what you doing?
I thought you could.
What you want?
I have a feeling what's gonna hurt a lot of people with builds is they're gonna go in with the 23 mindset that they can do everything, and they gonna mess their whole build up.
And that's the
I just
thing, though. We've all tried to make bills on 20. We tried to make the bills on 24 or 23, and it's two different things. So everybody keeps saying stop going there with that 23 mindset. We just got to believe it. There's a whole different game, a whole different builder. Like, we can't just go up in there with that builder mindset because it's going to fuck us up in the long run.
Yeah. Yo, I'm about to end this drum, bro. I appreciate everybody that came through.
I appreciate you
Yeah,
hosting, man. I got a
you
lot of
already know.
knowledge today, bro. Swear I did.
Yeah, you already know, man. I'll
Yeah,
probably do something later, maybe.
I'm about to go
Oh, yeah,
stream
appreciate it,
All
man.
right,
Starfield for a little
Daniel.
while.
All right, y'all.
All right.